Hi there. Today I'm going to be reading you some nursery rhymes, and I've titled it Nursery Rhymes You Should Know Before You Get Old because I grew up with nursery rhymes, and a lot of people who are kind of old, like my age, they know all these nursery rhymes, but you know what? As little kids, you've got so much reading stuff coming at you. Not a lot of kids know a lot of nursery rhymes, so I'm going to go over some of them today with you, and then I'm also going to upload a video that's all about these nursery rhymes. Let's get started. Nursery rhymes you should know before you get old. This one's called Hey Diddle Diddle. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Hey diddle diddle, the cat's on the griddle, the puppy is chewing the broom. A worm's in the batter, but it doesn't matter. We will all dance all around the room. This one's called Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one, and down he run, Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Duck, the hen forgot to cluck. The moose was loose, the turkey was perky, Hickory Dickory Duck. Hickory Dickory Dock, a frog jumped on my neck. The frog said, croak. I gave him a poke. Hickory Dickory Dock. Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Humpty Dumpty's pieces all hurt. Aching and breaking, he lay in the dirt. Down came a fairy, her waved her wand then. Alone, she put Humpty together again. This one is also just about as famous as Humpty Dumpty. It's called Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. So up Jack got, and home did trot as fast as he could caper, to find Miss Dobb, who patched his knob with vinegar and brown paper. Soon Jill came in, and she did grin to see Jack's head in plaster. Her mother was mad, and Jill was not glad that this day had been such a disaster. Little Bo Peep. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Leave them alone, and they will come home, wagging their tails behind them. Little Bo Peep fell fast asleep and dreamt she heard them bleating. But when she awoke, it was a joke, for they still were a-fleeting. Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating a Christmas pie. He put in a thumb and pulled out a plum and said, "What a good boy am I." Little Jack Horner looked like a mourner after he ate his pie. His tummy did ache, his mummy did shake, and goodness did Jack Horner cry. Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider, who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Little Miss Muffet, wishing to rough it, climbed up a mountain high. Along came a leopard, who growled at a shepherd, so she tossed him right up to the sky. This is another very famous one. Mary had a little lamb whose fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. It followed her to school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. And so the teacher chased it out, but still it lingered near, and so it waited patiently till Mary did appear. Old King Cole. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, and he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers three. Every fiddle had a fine fiddle, and a very fine fiddle had he. Tweedledum, tweedledee, went the fiddlers three. Tweedledum-dee, dum-dee, deedle-dee. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor doggie a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor doggie had none. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig, and when she came home, he was dancing a jig. She went to the grocer's to buy him some fruit. When she got back, he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat, and when she came home, he was riding a goat. She went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes, and when she got back, he was reading the news. She bought him a kerchief for blowing his nose, and when she came home, he was dressed up in clothes. She made a curtsy, the doggie did bow. Not a hair did he shed, I'm not sure quite how. I hope you like those.